Super Idol di Charo, domain me to 10 by Chung for the.
Our rallying cry is best naval combat game ever.
Stop right there, take a seat. Who are you? I'll be asking the questions here, Pepe. Did you lure the Black Flag fans out here so that you could plunder their booty? I just want to know, do you remember sending a message saying Skull and Bones is a triple quadruple A game? Man, I just want to know, did you say that it's worth $70 because it's big and done? Did I ask you a question, boy? You sick fuck, this game isn't even half the game that Black Flag is. I'm Fleek Hansen. One last question. When you said none of us can own the games anymore, did you mean that because no one's buying these games anymore?
Oh, shit.
Oh, 60? Oh, 9? Well, 99. You know, Ubisoft's a very special company because they've seemingly bored their fan base into making fun of them. In fact, I'm living proof. I'm writing this script right now while I'm floating 5,000 meters to another fetch quest. Skull and Bones is coming out next week, so I tried their open beta, and my final thoughts are they ought to close it down, pimp, now. This game's so bland, I don't even have an insult that I can throw at it that's worse than its mere existence. They spent
Holy shit.
10 years to make a game that's already more outdated than Black Flag. Shit, maybe that's where the name came from. This game started as a Black Flag expansion, and for 10 years it's been decomposing into its final form, Skull and Bones. Skull included in the base game and Bones sold separately in the Booty Battle Pass. I should have known as soon as I heard him blasting Big Bill in the launch trailer. You know the last game that had Big Bill in the trailer? Diablo 4. It's the mark of the bill, pimp. I wish you could see the trick like I can. I can see this shit in 8K. And before you start yapping, this game isn't even out yet, and I'm already sick of it being called a victim of fans' expectations. Saying people expected Black Flag and that's why they think this game is bad is exactly goddamn correct, because people expected a pirate game, and Black Flag is the best pirate game we have. Fuck Sea of Thieves. They figured there was no way Ubisoft would take 10 years to make something worse, but lo and behold, what we got instead was an over-monetized, always online gateway drug to becoming a
Oh, it's always online. Well, there you go, too. Yeah, that's another red flag. Fucking hate that shit, bro. This is why. You know what? I hope BioWare delivers with Dreadwolf, possibly later this year or early next year, because, yeah, I mean, I'ma just keep replaying all the Dragon Age games and all the Baldur's Gate games, because those are the only and From Software, because those are the only games I trust, you know? Game developers I trust, studios, yeah.
Military document leaker. All they had to do was this, and instead they triple backflipped into a wood chip.
No, I don't say that, because Overwatch did that, and it didn't work out for them. It absolutely did not work out. I mean, they still got people playing the game. But, it just overall, no. It don't always work like that.
For removing 90% of what made Black Flag great and replacing it with a generic RPG grind that's akin to life support. It keeps you just alive enough, but you never get to live. Pirating this game is better than playing this. Keeps you just alive enough, but you get to live. Pirating this game is better than playing this pirating game, allegedly. For starters, the ship combat here is a step back off of a mountain from Black Flag. Now, I will say I like some of these new weapons. They have some fun ideas here. Torpedoes, flaming mortars, rockets, flaming Vefis. But I'm afraid that's about all the love I have for this game. On the flip side, why can I no longer warm the globe by 5 degrees with every ship battle? Why does my ship have stamina? Why did you just...
Why does a ship have stamina? What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. What? What the fuck? That's outrageous. That's crazy. Now, it could have been a little different if there was like motors or something and you run out of fuel. You know, you'd have to go up a couple centuries for that. And even so, that still wouldn't make any sense, because logically, you know, that shit lasts for hours and hours and days and days and days, you know. Especially with coal.
You say it's because of the crewmates. Where did I get this gun? Why are the storms and high tide way more lively in a game from 10 years ago? And I gotta get this off my chest. Why the hell would you remove the arch in favor of a shotgun reticle? It's just not natural. Neither is replacing the mortar scope with a grenade launcher reticle. I mean, where do you get these ideas? What do you think this is, a fucking thumper? Are you really gonna make me break out the protractor?
Yeah, it's already bad enough in, you know, pirate games. You're already on a fucking ship, so it's gonna be hard as hell aiming that shit. Now they made it even worse. That's one of the things I don't really like about, you know, playing, you know, just on a ship and shit and aiming with guns and, launchers and stuff.
Importantly, though, boat combat has lost all the flow that it once had. In Black Flag, you could hit-fire hotshot, lob the mortars, use an LB, pop some fire barrels off the posterior, hold Y for the swivel cannons, and then use LT and RT to fire the broadside cannons. You always had another attack that you could deploy right after the last one, and there were multiple buttons working together in a symphony. Here we got that rigor mortis flow. Dead and stiff. I gotta hard scope the hell out of these boats because almost all attacks run through LT and RT. Then I gotta rotate the ship every time I gotta swap weapons because I'm waiting on the fucking cooldowns. No! Screw it, I'm running a RAM only build. This is just too goddamn clunky. And maybe it feels better once I do enough milk runs to unlock the purple cannon. But I don't intend to find out because my final fetch quest is fetching a refund and a pack of cigarettes and I'm never coming back. That's at least 20 more hours of enduring this boat combat and only this boat combat.
Is there like a main story? I'm actually curious. I've heard nothing of like a main story to the game. Now it's fine if there's like a multiplayer game, I guess, whatever, but just curious. I mean, it really depends on the game, you know. Power World kind of successful without a main story. I mean, it's dropping down, you know, at the player count and shit, but that's just because of the type of game it is, so.
Combat because they decided to make a pirate game with no enemy shipboarding, no on-land exploring, no cut.
If you can't go on an enemy ship, that's not being a pirate. It's like scoping out the scenery. That's like observing. It's like you're observing the battle. That's not being a pirate, bro. Yeah, that's it's just no point. I mean, because then you're basically, I mean, these are like mechanics from other Assassin's Creed games. So you're basically, I mean, you're just on a ship. You're just on, I don't know why they couldn't take, I mean, Valhalla's the only one I played, but I know you can do this in like other Assassin's Creed games. I think from the recent ones. You can go on ships. Of Valhalla, you can raid and stuff. Yeah, that's one of the main things as a Viking, you know, you raid off of the ships, and that's one of the, like little modes in there too, like little small mode to like get extra gold and level up some stuff in the game. Yeah, that's part of it. You know, you're supposed to raid the castles. It's part of the story mode too. So I'm just confused on how you can't like do that. Interesting. Wow, it's weird.
And only this.
And this game's been in development for a decade.
This boat combat because they decided to make a pirate game with no enemy shipboarding, no on-land exploring, no cutlass dueling, and the only guns are the ones in this awkwardly placed mid-combat cutscene. Which is a real shame because in Black Flag, every time you fight a ship, what you look forward to the most is that moment where you swing on board, climb up onto those top ropes, fall off those top ropes, and Alt F4 out of the game. Or try to clear the ship.
Yeah, it's really just, what's the point then?
Using only the swivel cannon, or maybe you park off to the side, jump off your boat, hop onto theirs, clear it, and then do an auto capture. God, I'm just getting a chubby just thinking about it. In Skull and Bones,
it's not.
You get this. First time I saw this, I started the goddamn Black Flag download right then. Where's the payoff?
Yeah, so they basically just skipped a billion steps in like making this fucking game. Holy shit. I'm just so confused because they have the mechanics and the basics of going on ships and all their other fucking games. Most recently, Valhalla. So I'm completely confused on why this is. This is a quadruple A game. I want the full pirate experience. I might as well just, I probably get, oh shit. I'll go on the App Store today and look for a mobile game where I can like board ships and stuff and like raid. Because I'm pretty sure I can do that on a mobile game. Like this is actually like, This is wild.
You can't even repair your ship anymore after you successfully board it. Instead, that's tied to a repair kit on a skill.
I mean, you could do that in Sea of Thieves. Yeah, you might as well just play Sea of Thieves if you really want like a full experience. I've played Sea of Thieves, but yeah, I haven't played Skull and Bones. Not planning on it. Oh, no. Yeah, I already knew from all the shit coming out over the years about Skull and Bones, I knew it wasn't going to be good. I knew it wasn't going to be good. It's no point. I mean, I hear some people are having fun with it on Twitter. I don't know, maybe they're paid. But I think there is some people genuinely having fun, maybe. But, I mean, it's not worth $70. It's a fucking mobile game with a $70 price tag. And a quadruple A title on it, just slapped on.
Wheel with a long cooldown. Ubisoft is incapable of making fun gameplay decisions these days. They're allergic to them. And to that point...
Well, they made, Assassin's Creed Mirage, yeah. And that had an 8 out of 10 from, was it IGN? There were some lower reviews because, you know, it's just plain, you know, it's not really adding anything new. I mean, but that's what they asked for. They asked to go back to the roots and shit. I guess that wasn't enough. Yeah, no, I'm not being like, I'm not being sarcastic or anything. No, I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but yeah, the people were saying go back to the roots. It did go back to the roots. It did do like some things wrong though. It's just too plain. I heard from Mirage, is like the overall complaint. They did go back to good assassinations and shit, but yeah.
In Black Flag, outside of the boat combat, you had loads of landlocked debauchery that kept the boat combat feeling fresh. Go out there and catch some new pirates, kill some new pirates, go wrestle a gator, go LARP as a Florida man, get lost on the sandy knoll just doing headshot after headshot after headshot after headshot. And you could do so much more, but I'm trying to finish this up so I can go back to Space Dam. In Skull and Bones, your non-boat combat related side activities are this... And I don't know why I made it sound like there's gonna be more, that's it. And fair enough, this whole game is boat combat, I'll throw in the thrilling plundering.
It's crazy, because if it's all boat combat, I mean, then they should have just focused, if they're gonna put all their effort in the game, just focus it on the boat combat. I mean, at least, you know, that's the least you can do. Just put everything in the boat combat. Honestly, like, just make people board the ships, you know, make people fight on the ships and shit. Don't make it a fucking, you know, a boat simulator. You know, it might as well just be like a $5 boat simulator.
Activities because I'm a generous guy. I'm a man of the people, a giver. The actual plundering in the plundering missions is relegated to a mere cutscene. Once again, as soon as I pull up Black Flag.
Oh, that's bad. No, there's no excuse for that. There's actually no excuse for that. I don't understand. There's at least two other. You have Odyssey and you have Valhalla. I'm gonna just keep saying it like that. Valhalla. You have Odyssey and Valhalla. It doesn't make any sense. Because you do raiding in both. You do raiding in both. You do plundering and shit in both. You know, combat, hand-to-hand and shit. Wow. That's astonishing.
Exports. What are we doing here, Goofy Gooby? So to make a long story short.
And yet, so Valhalla is a AAA game along with Odyssey, but then this is a quadruple A, and you can't plunder it. Okay.
Basically, Ubisoft forgot what a pirate is. And that's even more evident in the little bit of story I listened to before I cut that shit off. If I wanted to watch a dead-eyed sociopath talk, I'd just watch one of my own videos. I like how they try to make the pirates sound just or moral in the intro.
The dawn of capitalism, when corporations as mighty as nations rule the seas, dominate the world's valuable trade routes. With an iron fist, they forge a path of tyranny and exploitation.
Whereas Black Flag starts with you killing a man, stealing his identity, and proceeding to leave a trail of collateral damage because you want that booty.
Things were simple like that.
This game is a master of occupying your time without ever providing a single remarkable experience. Yet still, you just can't escape it. Because once you get the green cannons, the purple cannons beckon you. My purpose is the purple cannon. I must get the purple cannon. 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 The purple cannon.
What the fuck?
Ah, yeah, we lost this poor bastard some time back. You've been like this for decades there. Shut off the servers to some game before you could get the purple cannon or something. I broke the poor bastard. Game didn't even make it 3 years.
Man, nah, that's bullshit, man. What I really heard that broke the guy
Was that they added a bunch of budgie cut broads to the broadside, then remade that Leave Her Johnny shanty and made it shit. Oh, what about him? You don't go worrying about him, boy. You
Was that Paul?
no mind to lose in the first place. That right there's a fan of Assassin's Creed.
What the fuck?
Thanks to the flock of pimps for
That was
booty.
good. Yeah. I mean, he pretty much. There you go. There it is. There it is. Wow. Amazing. Beautiful. Bravo. He said everything that needed to be said. Well, there's probably more that needs to be said, but he got the main shit. The best Assassin's Creed that ruined the franchise. Too much water. Well, I guess they didn't learn their lesson because apparently here, I mean, they're just always on the ship 24/7. Yeah, just the entire time. They ain't learned 10 years ago, they ain't learned now. It's still a good game though, like anyways, that was good. That was fun.
Shot at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2. Just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. I don't wanna fuck this bitch, she smell like poo-poo.